It's finally happening. For the first time in more than half a century, we're getting ready to go back to the moon. The Artemis II mission. It's not just another flight. It's a huge statement, a really critical test, and honestly, a massive step into a brand new era of exploration. So today, we're going to break down exactly what this historic mission is all about. Let's get into it.
You know, this quote from NASA's Amit Kshatriya really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? This whole program, this mission, it's about so much more than just numbers and checking off boxes on a list. It's really about that human experience, the awe, the wonder, and that incredible perspective you can only get from seeing our tiny blue marble from way out there.
So, you might be thinking, wait a minute, haven't we already done this? And yeah, we have, but this is different. While it might feel a little like the Apollo missions, Artemis II has a totally different mission. This isn't about winning a race anymore. This is about learning how to stay.
To really get it, let's look back at Apollo 8. Back in 1968, that mission was this incredibly daring proof of concept. It basically answered one giant question: can we even do this? Artemis II, though, is asking something else entirely. It's a super rigorous test of capability. The question now is, can we do this over and over again, and can we do it sustainably? It's all about making sure the Orion spacecraft's life support and all its critical systems are ready for the long haul. And at the very heart of this incredible test is a crew that, well, it reflects our world today. This is a team of pioneers who are making history not just for what they're about to do, but for who they are. So let's meet them. First up, we've got mission specialist Christina Koch. She already holds the record for the longest single spaceflight by a woman, which is incredible. And now, with this mission, she's going to become the first woman to ever travel beyond low Earth orbit and fly around the moon.
The mission's pilot is going to be Victor Glover, and his role here is just a huge moment for space exploration. He is set to become the very first person of color to fly around the moon. This is opening a brand new chapter of representation in deep space.
And this isn't just a NASA show either. This mission has a real global spirit. Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen is serving as a mission specialist, which makes him the first non-American to ever fly on a lunar mission. It just goes to show you, Artemis is a team effort, a real international collaboration.
And leading this whole historic crew is Commander Reed Wiseman. He's a veteran astronaut, and his leadership is going to be absolutely essential in guiding this team on their incredible journey back to the moon.
So, there you have it. That's the full team. Together, these 4 astronauts are going to fly the Orion spacecraft, which, by the way, they've named Integrity, on its nearly 10-day trip, pushing the limits of what's possible and really paving the way for every explorer who comes after them.
Okay, so let's talk about the flight plan itself. This mission is this meticulously planned, nearly 10-day test flight. It's designed to put the Orion spacecraft and, of course, the crew through all their paces in that incredibly harsh environment of deep space.
Oh, this part is just so cool. It's such an elegant piece of physics. The mission's going to use what's called a free return trajectory. So instead of burning a ton of fuel to get back home, Orion will actually use the moon's gravity like a giant cosmic slingshot. It'll loop around the far side and basically let physics do the hard work of guiding it back to Earth. It's super efficient, it's safer, and it's just a beautiful way to use natural forces.
The whole mission really breaks down into these 5 key phases. It all kicks off with a massively powerful launch on that SLS rocket. Then, the crew's going to spend about a day just orbiting Earth, making sure every single system on Orion is green and good to go. Only after that will they commit to the lunar flyby, swing around the moon, and then start that gravity-assisted trip home, ending with the splashdown in the Pacific Ocean.
But here's the thing, this journey isn't just about testing systems and checking boxes. It's also about pushing the absolute limits of human exploration farther than we have ever gone before.
And here is the big one. During their lunar flyby, the crew of Artemis II is set to fly farther from our home planet than any human beings in history, reaching a distance of over 250,000 miles. This is going to shatter the long-standing record set by the Apollo 13 crew all the way back in 1970. Think about that. For over 50 years, that was the high watermark. Artemis II is about to set a new one.
So, what does this all mean in the end? What's the lasting impact of this incredible mission going to be? Well, it is so much more than just a new record.
One of the things people are really hoping for is, well, it's cultural. NASA hopes the mission will just capture the world's imagination, creating this phenomenon they're calling moon joy.
And I love that term. It's this idea of a collective feeling of excitement and pure wonder shared by millions of people watching this journey happen live, many of whom, weren't even alive during the Apollo years.
But beyond the inspiration, the practical legacy is going to be immense. Artemis 2's success basically confirms that Orion's systems are ready for even longer missions. This directly paves the way for future Artemis missions to actually land on the Moon, to build a sustained presence there, and, ultimately, to take that next great leap, sending humans to Mars.
And here's the roadmap they've planned out. Artemis 2 is the critical gateway mission. After that, Artemis 3 is going to test the new lunar landers up in Earth orbit. Then, the current plan is for Artemis 4 to mark our actual return to the lunar surface in early 2028. And from there, the pace just picks up, with the goal of setting up a permanent foothold for science and for exploration.
So we'll end on this question. Artemis 2 is going to give us this absolutely breathtaking glimpse, a reminder of what's out there. But the real adventure, that's just getting started. This mission isn't an ending, it's the start of a whole new chapter. The question isn't if we can go anymore. The question now is, what will we do, and maybe, who will we become when we finally learn how to get there and stay for good?